Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kurt and welcome back to What's Disney Landers. Hope you guys have been enjoying your stay this far. Hope you guys have been having a good time and hope you are staying safe. This is week number 4 of the ICP Season 1, week number 4. We're taking on my boy JB Westside, coach of the Las Vegas Cinder Races. So if you guys are excited for today's Wi-Fi battle, please hit the like button and subscribe button if you guys are new here. And with that, last week was super unfortunate. Hindsight, if I hit that Sacred Fire, because he was Life Orb Haxorus, I did 2-hit KO. Even with Jorge's bulk investment, I think it might have been like a 90 or like an 80% roll to 2-hit KO's Haxorus spread with my Bandit Entei. So even if I didn't get the 2-hit KO and I didn't get either Sacred Fire burn, he would have died to 2 rounds of Life Orb plus my 2 Sacred Fires. So worst case scenario, I make 1 sack compared to 2 to that Haxorus, which would have been a lot more dealable for that end game. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes Sacred Fire really sucks, and we need to bounce back this week. So we're taking on my boy JB. Please go check out JB. He does a lot of Wi-Fi leagues. He has definitely been around for a long time, and he's a very entertaining creator. I really enjoy watching his stuff a lot of the time. He's one of the few people I'll look to. Like if I'm watching a league and I want to just watch some good games, I'll definitely go check out JB. He's been around for a long time and he definitely does a lot of good draft content. He also did a Let's Play a little while back, so that's kind of cool. That being said, he needs to get his booty hole moody mopped. That was a new word. Moody wopped is word of the day, I guess now. JB's got to get his ass out the way because we need to start winning. I can't be on this lose-win streak because that's not how you make playoffs. We need to start making wins and we need to start making them big. So, yeah. JB is first of hopefully many ass beatings that we are handing out and not receiving. So, you guys can see JB's team on the right-hand side right about now. He's got the Rillaboom, Alakazam, Kyurem, Darmanitan, Blastoise, Comfey, Hitmontop, Steelix, Garbodor, Raichu, and Absol. So quickly breaking down his squad, I'm actually really scared of a lot of things on his team. His team is super scary. We have double water, yet we get fucked up by Darmanitan. I think that mon is incredibly annoying for our squad. Just clicking Flare Blitz and U-Turn is really annoying with Swampert getting chipped. Him pairing that with Rillaboom to get that passive recovery is super annoying and just bullying our Swampert. So even if we go into our Swampert, who is our best Darmanitan check, he just goes into Rillaboom and starts being annoying, whether he clicks Glide or Knockoff or an SD, and just, you know, not a good time. Alakazam hits like a bitch. In a pair with Alakazam, the biggest threat to our team is Kyurem. Kyurem fucks us upwards, downwards, left and right, side to side, up and down diagonally. That mon's not fun. Don't like Kyurem. He hits way too fucking hard. My boy Blastoise, that's my turtle. I love Blastoise, my favorite Pokemon. Shell Smash can be super scary, as can Defensive. Both sets are super viable here. Comfey, I'm not really scared of. I have a Metagross and a, who is it? Smith? Fuck. I have an Entei, I have a Metagross, I have a G-Weezing. I'm really not scared of Comfey. Hitmontop, he's there. He's kind of cool. He doing the jig, but, you know, he's a Hitmontop. Again, not scared. I have a Tornadus and a Weezing. Steelix is actually something that could be a huge problem for us. Not because we can't kill Steelix, but because it's his only rocker. And rocks, while he only has 1 rocker, are very annoying for our team. I don't like rocks, and they kind of force prep even though he only has 1 rocker. Garbodor is something that we definitely have to be careful of. Spike Stack is super potential against our team. Our hazard removal is decent. It's not bad. But something like a Spike Stack Garbodor, just to punish things like Entei for coming in and out, that could definitely run a train on his team, could be super annoying. Raichu is actually really scary, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because it gets Grass Knot for Swampert, so we can't just beat it with our ground type, and it gets Shadow Ball for Latios, so we really don't have great checks to Raichu. So I'm not gonna lie to you, scared of Raichu, and I don't know what Absol does, other than just be a edgy emo fuck. So Absol, yeah, really scary squad, a lot of offense, and definitely a lot to work around, but I think we have a good squad here to do it. So first up on the team, you look at JB's team. His fairy type is Comfey, his dark type is Absol, so I'm bringing Specs Lottie, and I don't give a shit, because you literally do not have a Specs Lottie switch in. This is where Steelix coming in is actually kind of annoying. His best Lottie switch in is Spadef Steelix, but we have Aura Spear for that. We got we got Bravo Arladios, let's do this properly. Bravo Arladios with the choice specs, Levitate ability, Draco Meteor, Draco Meteor, Dragon, Pulse, Psychic, and Aura Sphere. Wow, I can read. We are max special attack, max speed, 4 in Spadef with the timid nature. We are speed tying that Raichu. If I wasn't scared of Raichu, I wouldn't speed tie Raichu. But I'm scared of Raichu, and I don't like it. I guess I could have gone Modest if I didn't want to respect Raichu, because I'm not going to respect Comfey as a speed tier either because of its priority. So I would have went Darmanitan, and that would have given me the Modest. But I'm really scared of Raichu, I'm not going to lie to you. So we're just going to run that speed tie, just in case Raichu is a stupid bitch. We do chew like a Shadow Ball or some shit from Raichu, and we'll be fine on that front. Specs Lottie, he has no switch-in. If he goes into Comfey on my dragon move, who the fuck cares? I have a Metagross, I have a Weezing, and I have an Entei. I'm really not scared of Comfey. And if he goes into Absol, he's bringing Absol. So I think I've already won if he brings Absol. So, yeah. I don't even need to explain anything else with Lottie. Aura Spheres for Steelix, and then we just claim kills with this Mon. That's literally it. Next up, we have Sam, our Tornadus Therian, with a heavy-duty boots, regen ability, Hurricane, U-turn, Sludge Bomb, and Heat Wave, 84 HP, 4 defense, 164 special attack, 4 Spadef, and max speed Timid. Now, you might be thinking, what the hell is this Tornadus? Why is it here? Now, this is Safety Blanket Tornadus. I wanted to go a little bit more aggressive with my Tornadus. I was sitting in call building, and I was like, I don't want to run max speed Tornadus for Alakazam. I literally said in call, do you guys think I should run max speed Torn? Because, like, it's Alakazam. I really think JB is just going to creep my Latios and, you know, just go on with his life. And Jay, Diet Tight, and Owen were both like, no, run max speed. You know, he might go crazy because what does he need the extra bulk for? And I'm like, I don't want to. And then they said, do it, or they regret it. And I'm like, fine, I don't want to. So we're running max speed Torn in case JB just wants to go max speed Alakazam to A, fuck with me because he knows I speed creep, and B, because he doesn't need extra bulk in his Alakazam. But if he does speed creep, then respect to JB, I was right. Yeah, max speed because stupid Alakazam. 164 special attack. Hold on, I got my notes here. We have speed to max speed Alakazam. We wanted to go more offensive, but we needed the pivot for our team because this pivots into a lot. It doesn't hard stop anything other than Rillaboom, but it pivots into a lot. We can pivot on like Earth Powers from Kyurem. We can pivot. We can take one Flare Blitz from Darmanitan from full. We can pivot in on Blastoise, in on Comfey, in on Hitmontop. We can pivot into a lot of his things, especially the lower tier threats. Things like Hitmontop and Comfey and I guess Absol. We can just kind of just like pivot in on things that we need to and just be annoying. Hurricane is very spammable against the team. I want to go like offensive Torn with just like Life Orb or Specs because he doesn't have a flying resist. His flying resist is Steelix, who gets super overwhelmed, and Raichu, who takes like 1,000,000 from Hurricane. So I wanted to go more offensive Torn, but I felt like I needed the pivot here just to help me kind of round out the team. So even though it's second, this was like the last Mon I built, weirdly enough. Hurricane, U-turn, Sludge Bomb, Heat Wave. Hurricane because he doesn't have flying resist, like I said. U-turn just to get in and out because he really doesn't kill this Mon either. Helps me pivot into that Alakazam. Sludge Bomb is there for the Comfey, so I'm not complete set of fodder by missing Hurricane 85 times, and if we can snag a Sludge Bomb poison on the Comfey, that's free. And then Heat Wave is there for the Steelix. We're not running Focus Blast because it 2-hit KOs, both 2-hit KO, so I may as well run Heat Wave and actually fucking hit and kill the Steelix instead of missing 2 Focus Blasts and then dying. And, yeah, we don't need Focus Blast because we can't really hit Kyurem. If we're attacking Kyurem, we're clicking Hurricane, getting as much damage off as possible, and then dying. Or we're clicking like Heat Wave to break its sub. But other than that, we're never staying in on Kyurem. We have appropriate Kyurem checks as we need. And yeah, so that's Torn. This also is our best Rillaboom, or it is a soft Rillaboom check besides our other Rillaboom check, just because Rillaboom is really scary if we let it get out of hand. Next up, we have Reptilis, our Swampert, with the Leftovers Torrent ability, with Stealth Rock, Flip Turn, Toxic, and Earth Power, max HP, 164 defense, and 92 Spadef with a relaxed nature. So, I knew I needed rocks on this team. Rocks against this team are going to be super important for that Darmanitan. I am so incredibly scared of Darmanitan. This is also our Darmanitan check, nicely enough. Stealth Rocks are the best way to beat Darmanitan, because if he's Boots Darmanitan, he's not Choice Scarf, so then Latios and Tornadus can outspeed and kill it. If he is Choice Scarfed, he's taking Stealth Rock damage, 25% plus Flare Blitz damage will add up over time. Darmanitan basically just kills itself, and then we're fine on that front. His removal, I'm really not scared of any of his removal, so we can bully those. It also really helps with things like negating Rillaboom's Grassy Terrain recovery on any Mon. It also punishes a non-Boots Kyurem, which I think definitely could come. Something like a Scarf or like a sub Roost set, but I guess that would be Boots if it's sub Roost. Or like a Specs or a Life Orb set. Just what, I don't know. Kyurem has so many viable sets this game. I'm really terrified of Kyurem. So we're trying to cover as many bases as possible, and Rocks is going to give me a lot of information on that Kyurem just by it coming in. Flip Turn to get in on out. We don't need the Water Stab this week. Toxic is there for Comfey. Rillaboom coming in hard. Blastoise on the 1v1. And that's about it. And then Earth Power is there. So we're not weakened by Grassy Terrain. Earth Power isn't weakened by Grassy Terrain, so we have that. It breaks Kyurem's sub. We break Kyurem's sub with Earth Power. And I don't know. Either attack was fine. I just felt Earth Power because we didn't want... I just didn't want fucking... what's it called? I didn't want to get lowered by the grassy terrain. Also, Steelix, it just does more to Steelix. So yeah, that's really about it. We are Relaxed Nature instead of something like Bolt, because I may as well abuse the 110 attack, because I'm not outspeeding anything on this team with Swampert. I'm going to outspeed the things I'm going to outspeed. I'm going to outspeed Steelix. I'm going to outspeed Steelix. That's it. Literally, that's the only one Swampert outspeeds. And there's no point in me creeping things like Garbodor and shit, because I don't have enough EVs to creep that. Our EV spread, we live a +2 modest Hydro Pump from Blastoise after 2 rounds of rocks. That's how little I didn't know what to do with Swampert, because I didn't want to just go max, because, like, I don't know, it just felt too easy, and I feel like I could optimize a little bit better. And I was really scared of Blastoise, and I didn't want to be set up fodder for Blastoise, so we live a +2 modest Hydro Pump from Blastoise after 2 rounds of rocks, which is 12% from 88%. So Swampert just showing how thick he really is. And then the rest in defense just to be the Darm check that we need, because we actually check Darm anyways. So yeah, I guess we're fine on that front. Next up, we have Unimind, our Metagross, with the Assault Vest, Clear Body ability, Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, Stomping Tantrum, and Thunder Punch. Max HP, 36 attack, 220 speed def with an Adamant Nature. This is our special attacker wall. This wall's Alakazam, this wall's Kyurem, this wall's Comfey. This checks Raichu as well, but it has so much on its plate to eat, especially the top two. Alakazam and Kyurem hit so hard. They can break through AV Metagross, but this is our best check to both of them. We are 3-hit KO'd by a Life Orb Alakazam Shadow Ball after rocks, and that's about as best as we can do. That's about as best as we can do in terms of checking both of them. Earth Power from Kyurem is going to hurt like a bitch. It's the same rule if he's Life Orb Kyurem, I think, unless he's modest. So we kind of get one or the other with our Metagross. Ideally, we can beat Kyurem otherwise and use this to beat Alakazam, because we deal with Alakazam a lot worse than we do with Kyurem, especially with, or specifically with the team that I'm bringing. We have checks to Kyurem because I'm more scared of Kyurem, so we're kind of open to Alakazam. So I'm really hoping we can just leave this for Alakazam and bully the fuck out of that. We kill a max HP Kyurem with Meteor Mash in a Bullet Punch after rocks. I think that's actually meant to be from full. I think I fixed that. But maybe not. I think I changed that. Meteor Mash and a Bullet Punch kills from full, not after rocks. Because I think Meteor Mash just kills after rocks. I'm not sure though. Maybe that's offensive I'm thinking of. Maybe I'm thinking of No Bulk. Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, because Meteor Mash hits Comfey, hits Kyurem, and just strong. Bullet Punch for a lot of the priority. Things like Alakazam, Comfey, set up Blastoise. Just, you know, last minute damage on Kyurem, what have you. Stomping Tantrum is there for the Darmanitan and the Steelix, so we don't get, and also so we don't get hit by the grassy terrain, the weakness, the grassy terrain, also Garbodor, and then Thunder Punch is there for the Blastoise, because I literally didn't need anything else, because Meteor Mash hits everything I needed to, and if it isn't weak to Meteor Mash, it doesn't want to take a Stomping Tantrum, and then like Rillaboom, who takes 1,000,000 from Meteor Mash, so really just fat offensive Metagross this game, because he really doesn't break AV Metagross. Metagross just does so well against this team, but we really need to preserve this for the Alakazam, who I think is a huge threat, as well as Kyurem. Next up, we have Scrooge, our Weezing, with the Rocky Helmet, Levitate ability, T-Spike, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, and Pain Split, 244 HP, 188 defense, and 76 special attack with a bold nature. This is our Rillaboom check, because we don't want to lose to Rillaboom. We do have Tornadus, but Tornadus can get super overwhelmed, especially if we get knocked off and then he puts up rocks. We're in a lot of trouble. We break a 100 HP Kyurem sub. I don't remember why I did 100 HP. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't think it was for a speed creep. I don't remember. But it just covers a fairly bulky Kyurem. So we do break its sub with a Sludge Bomb with our Weezing. We go T-Spikes because I don't actually know if he can bring Garbodor. Like I said, I was scared of Spike Stack, but between Latios and Tornadus as my top 2 threats, Spike's not affecting those. Weezing with Levitate, which I've brought in every time I've brought in Weezing. I don't know if he'll opt to bring it, especially because I have Weezing for that Grounded Poison as well option, so I just don't think Spike Stack, it's scary if it comes, but in the matchup, I'm not overly scared of it, but if it comes to this game, I'm worried about it, so definitely gonna be worried about that, but I don't think he can fit Garbodor on his team, which means T-Spikes are free. We set up T-Spikes, they're there to stay. Blastoise, Hitmontop, Comfey are his removal. Blastoise, I could see more offensive. Big brings defensive Blastoise, I have very good checks to it. Comfey, if it has Defog, it's not some sort of setup variant. I don't even think Comfey comes against me. And then Hitmontop, again, if it spins, it's annoying, but whatever. This literally beats Hitmontop, so like, whatever. This beats 2 of the 3 of his Rapid Spinners, and Blastoise still doesn't want to take a Sludge Bomb, and I have appropriate pivots into Blastoise. That's hard to say. Sludge Bomb, because brr. Flamethrower is there for the Steelix, just so we beat it when we want. If he does bring it, we have Levitate, obviously, and Heavy Slam bounces the fuck off of us. And then Pain Split is there to stay healthy on things like a Rillaboom, on a Comfey that heals, on anything that's healthy, really, just to keep us healthier. And we didn't really need a last move. I guess we could have put Strange Steam, but I don't think I needed it. I felt like Pain Split just was a little bit nicer to keep us healthy in the long run. And last but not least, we have Scar, or Entei, making his return after he fucked up last week. So if you fuck up again, Entei, I'm dropping you. So don't fuck up this week. We are Selfest Entei with Pressure, with Sacred Fire, Stone Edge, Iron Head, and E-Speed, 4 HP, max attack, 4 defense, 28 speed def, and 220 speed with a Jolly Nature. We are AV Entei because we are... So here's how the building process went. I built Latios first because I knew I needed Latios. Then I built Swampert and Metagross because I knew those two were coming to check Darmanitan and the special attackers. Then I built Scrooge because I knew I was super open to Rillaboom. And then I built Torn because Torn was just like, it was on the team, but I scrapped the offensive Torn, so I didn't really know what I wanted to do with Torn. So I went with the Pivot Torn. So last Mon, I was debating between Assault Vest Crawdon or Choice Banded Entei. And then I put my hands together and I got AV Entei because Choice Banded Crawdon didn't work in this game. I really liked Crawdon because it soft checked things like Alakazam, and it gave me that Aqua Jet pressure. A lot of the weeks, my last Mon is coming down to which priority I like more, E-Speed from Entei or Aqua Jet from Crawdon. But ultimately, I went with E-Speed from Entei because of a couple of reasons. I went with AV Entei because it does give me another blanket check to Kyurem, another blanket check to Alakazam, and this stops any sort of Comfey shenanigans. Should JB, for whatever reason, bring Comfey against Entei, Metagross, G-Weezing, Tornadus, this just stops it. It can't set up on Entei for any reason, and we don't have to take unnecessary chip from our Metagross or our Weezing. So it really stops that. It also, like I said, blanket checks the Kyurem. It blanket checks the Alakazam if we needed to. We 2-hit KO Alakazam with E-Speed as well. I was gonna go AV Crawdon, but like that shit still dies. So like it wasn't worth it. We 2-hit KO Darmanitan after one round of rocks with E-Speed as well, or we just kill with Stone Edge. We have Stone Edge for Darmanitan because if we don't get rocks up with Swampert, Stone Edge into E-Speed kills Darmanitan, and I think we live in Earthquake, but I could be wrong on that. Iron Head is Okampe, can't set up on us because it could just like synth stall us out of Sacred Fires, and then we're kind of just fucked. So yeah, we have Iron Head for that. Maybe get a flinch even though we go second if it heals, but if it clicks Calm Mind, we can Iron Head, and yeah, get some good chip on that. And then outspeed a max speed Kyurem with our speed investment because Kyurem is a bitch. And yeah, so we're not super fat, obviously, with the Entei, but we do have the Assault Vest, which makes us a little bit fatter. We have base 115 HP stat. Sacred Fire is just super spammable because I think our team could really pressure down Blastoise if it's defensive, which he may have to bring for Entei and Crawdon, so I think he may be more defensive Blastoise this game, just to kind of help check my my offense here. But yeah, that's our squad. I'm very nervous because I think it's going to be a very offensive game where it's just sack with hazards up. So I'm really hoping we can just outposition JB and pick up a nice dub here. So with that, I'm going to go get connected with JB and I will see you guys in the battle. All right, and here we are in the battle against JB. He brought Absol. Okay. Absol, Kyurem, Blastoise, Alakazam, Hitmontop, and Comfey. Okay. So that's annoying. Purely because I can't spam Spec Psychic. What the fuck does Absol do? Other than Sucker Punch. I don't lose anything leading Swampert, because Swampert doesn't really have a purpose in this game. If he leads with Kyurem, he's a bitch. He's just a bitch-made bitch. Swampert gets me rocks up. His only removal is Blast. He has Blastoise and Hitmontop and Comfey that get a Defog. Yeah, we're just gonna leave a Blastoise. Blastoise's use has kind of gone down here. In just because of just because of the no Darmanitan. So go look at fun to my boy JB. Make sure you guys go check him out. I'm not gonna lie, I joined the fuck out of him this week. So you guys gotta go check him out regardless of what happens. Also, I got the trainer cards, and now we play on top of the stadium. I think that looks really cool. Squirts. I'm fine just clicking Toxic turn 1. He might flip turn himself. If he does, I get a Toxic on something. If he goes into Alakazam on the Toxic, it's whatever. So I'm just gonna fire it off. We might just trade Toxics turn 1. I'm gonna Toxic, because if he Toxics me, I can just Rocks next turn. As he does Toxic. That's fine. Let me work offline. So he's got a Blastoise. Get off my screen. We got a Blastoise with Toxic. Okay. I'm going to throw my rocks up because they're free. So poison water types. Poison starter water types is the name of the game. So he's not Shell Smash Choice, which is really good. So I'm just going to throw up my rocks. Get him up. I don't think they're the most important thing in the world because I'm pretty sure he's going to be like Boots Kirim. Just based on the team. But they're good. So I get my rocks up. So this turn I force a spin out. So I can flippity flip turn into like Latios. I want to see a little 50 while he takes all this toxic chip. Yeah, after a flip turn and toxic, he'll be in range of a Draco. And he doesn't have a switch into Draco. Like, he's not, I don't think he goes Comfey. So I'm going to flip turn here. And if he spins, whatever, he does spin. So he is Skull, Toxic, Rapid Spin. Oh, he gets a speed boost, I guess, is kind of annoying. Flip turn. Does non-invested Blastoise outspeed my Latios? It does not. So I can go to Latios and force a 50-50 here. Yeah, I can go into Latios and force a 50-50 here. Now, what am I more comfortable with him going into? I deal better with him going into Absol, really. Psychic doesn't guarantee... Oh, Psychic... Yeah, Psychic will guarantee the knockout. It also covers a Comfey play. I don't think he goes hard Absol. I'm just going to Psychic. Because I'm more scared... Okay, so we're just going to kill off the Blastoise here. This should just die. DED dead. Nice. Blastoise is dead. First kill goes to Lottie. Perfect. Yeah, I was more scared of him going hard Comfey, because I think Comfey can actually reliably switch into Latios, unlike Absol, which is an Absol. I don't know what Absol does. I really don't. I'll look it up during this commercial break. Absol. With Blastoise being dead, my T-Spikes go up, and he gets fucked up, because there's no way he's spin Hitmontop too. Do I live a +2, like, Iron Tail with my Weezing from the Absol? Miss Murder. Yeah. See, like, you're an issue. Weirdly enough. Jesus Christ. We still have Entei that E-speeds this. I'm going to go into Scrooge because he didn't bring the Rillaboom. So Scrooge's usefulness is really also gone down. If he just clicks knockoff, I get a T-Spike up. If he SDs, it's a roll in my favor to live a +2 Iron Tail from... Oh, that's not Light Orb. That's Scope Lens. What the hell is the Scope Lens doing here? He knocks off. That's fine. We get Chip on this. And we get my T-Spike up. Rocky Helm. No Life Orb? No Life Orb. Cool. I'm just going to get my T-Spike up. I'm just going to get it up. Because it's here to stay now. And I don't think he wants to take a Strange Steam or anything like that. If he goes an Alakazam hard, he's crazy. I don't know what he switches into, though. But regardless, our T-Spike goes up. Lazy. That's the Comfey. Bro, I'm a Poison type. JB? Poison type. Poison type. Right here. Right there. There's a Poison type. This thing could have Psychic. And that could be worrisome. I can go into Entei and just click Entei buttons because he doesn't have an Entei resist anymore. I'm going to go into Entei and click Entei buttons because if he U-turns, I'm just getting Toxic Chip on everything. While the second layer would be nice, I don't want to risk taking like a Psychic my Weezing, especially because I kind of got to keep Weezing around for that Absol, as weird as that sounds. And Entei's purpose is to soft blanket check the Comfey. He's Calm Mining. Dude, you're a psychopath. Wait, I have Metagross. You're a psychopath, JB. Genuine sociopath. Like, genuine, wholehearted, crazy person. I'm gonna click Iron Head here. And he's yeah, because I have an Entei and a Metagross. You're a crazy person, spinny boy. He's a spinny boy. That's fine, I take Toxic on you. You Intimidate, you got Intimidate. You do got Intimidate. Hitmontop. That is nothing, but that's fine. He's Helmet. Okay. Rocky Helmet. This has Calm Mind. Cool. I'm going into... Who do I want to go into here? A Close Combat probably comes out here. I don't want to go into Scrooge, but I think Scrooge is just my safest play, because then I get a Sludge Bomb off for free. I don't know what he could do to predict Scrooge. If he spins and he has double spin, you're crazy, bro. I really don't have that much hazards. He's gonna withdraw. Alakazam. Little Spoon. Good play. Good play. Get it poisoned. Not like it's gonna matter because he's Magic Guard unless he misgened. He didn't misgen. If he clicks Shadow Ball and Metagross, it's good play, but I still chew and we get information on this Alakazam. If we're not 3-hit KO'd, then we know it's not Life Orb. If he Nasty Plots, we eat the +2, we kill with Meteor Mash and a Bullet Punch. So, yeah, I'm not overly concerned about this thing right now. This thing could become worrisome later on in the game. As he Psyshocks. This is gonna do like 2 damage. This shit's gonna do nothing. Yeah, this shit does nothing. And you don't have a Meteor Mash switch-in at all. 0 Meteor Mash switch-ins. Like 0. Zero. So we should get to fire off that free Meteor Mash. If he takes this, this might be game. I don't know what he's gonna switch into here. I sack the Absol, maybe? Probably Hitmontop, right? Probably Hitmontop. Spinny Boy. That's fine. Yeah, wait, no. Clear Body. Doesn't even work. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just get extra fucking damage on this. Bonk in the nose. He's gonna get Rocky Helm Chip, and that's annoying, but like, look at that damage, bro. I obviously can't stay in and kill him because I don't want that extra chip. Even though I would kill with Bullet Punch, or with Meteor Mash here, I don't want to take that extra chip. I really don't. I think he's just gonna fire for close combat. Does Reptilis live a close combat from here? Actually, I think Swampert might play here every time. Yeah, I'm gonna go Swampert here. And the reason I'm gonna go Swampert is because it opens up a lot of opportunities for me. Depending on how much investment he has, it could 2-hit KO me. And if it does, that's whatever. He's gonna Mach Punch. I'm at... Oh, my lefties? I thought I was Helmet. Oh, cool. I thought I was Helmet. We're at 80... I think we go to 71 off of this, right? We go to 71. 34%. That has to be max attack adamant to kill me, so I get my rocks up here. If he's max attack adamant, he'll kill me. Otherwise, close combat is a roll to kill me. If he kills me, it's not the end of the world, but he doesn't because we're a fucking Swampert and we're a fucking G. So we get rocks up, T-Spikes up. Both of his hazard removers are gone. Now it's literally just click buttons time. It's literally just click buttons until the cows come home, baby. Just click buttons until the cows come home. We can go into Tornadus. We can go into Tornadus and click the Tornadus button. Hitmontop is gonna die here, so good on that. Hitmontop's dead, so it's Comfey, Absol, Alakazam with Psyshock. Swampert is gonna live on 4, so we actually get to use Swampert as sack fodder. I like that, and Kyurem. Yeah. Dude, we're looking in a great spot. Is it weird that the thing I'm the most scared of right now is the Absol just because I don't know what it's gonna do? Top shelf. Is that Kyurem? Kyurem. What do we see? Do we see heavy booty duties? Those are some nice Timberlands. Those are some nice Timberlands, JB. I like them Timberlands. I'm just gonna sack this mon. I'm gonna click Earth Power so you can't sub. But I'm just gonna let you have this. Yeah, see, no, none of this, no, stop it, stop. Just stop. You gotta be really fat. And if he is, it's a problem, but I got ways out of it. Break? We don't break. Okay. That's not good. Earth Power was a roll if he's no bulk. So we might have some bulk to guarantee that it doesn't break on him. So we can go into what? What do we want to go into here? Metagross can double Bullet Punch. He's sub. Oh, this song is so loud. This song in particular is always so fucking loud. Yeah, like, we'll take it. But then we're left open to Zammer. It's a good chance to 2-hit KO my Metagross. Yeah, this mon's a fucking annoying. I can U-turn. Yeah, let me go into Tornadus. I'm gonna U-turn, break the sub, bait the freeze dry, and go into... I can go into Entei because there's no University Earth Powers here. And I can click Edge for free. I'm gonna U-turn here. If he calls my bait, good play, I guess. If he calls my bluff, good play. but I don't think it's worth it for him to call that bluff. I really don't. Entei is a little bit more expendable here. He might just sub again, and if he does, that's fine, because I can still break sub with Entei. He may just sub here again, which would actually be a really good play. He freeze dries, so yeah. So now Entei is out. Yeah, now Entei is out. That was a crit. Okay, that was just not cool. As I can just fire off a Sacred Fire. Stone Edge, because we're not banded, doesn't kill. So Sacred Fire will always 2-hit KO. We'll live with an Earth Power from here. And it has our highest accuracy. So let's click Sacred Fire. Actually, I guess Iron Head has our highest accuracy, which would have 2-hit KO'd as well. Yeah, maybe Iron Head was my play then. But if I can snag a burn on this, then it's no longer an issue. So I'm not worried on that front. As he is freeze dry, substitute, most likely roost. We land. Good job, Entei. I know you couldn't do that last week. I'd love a burn. Let's go. 50%, baby. As he earth powers. We'll chew this up. We'll chew this up. We're AV. That's my boy. That's my boy. Good boy. Burn. I can Iron Head now and just knock this thing to the next universe. I don't even have to risk the Sacred Fire. So I'm just going to Iron Head. If I can remove this Kirim, then my Metagross gets opened up so much more for that Alakazam. Entei's still here for that E-Speed pressure. Dude, we're looking gorgeous. Gorgeous. We're looking gorgeous right now. At this point, I don't see why I'd preserve it. Yeah, we're going to Iron Head, knock this thing out. Kirim's dead. Perfect. Biggest problem to our team is now gone. So it's Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and Alakazam. So, dealable. Definitely, it's winnable, boys. I gotta be careful with Comfey, though. Because if Metagross gets beaten down too much, we could be in a bad spot. Little Spoon. I kind of want to E-Speed you. I kind of want to E-Speed you because I don't see Entei's purpose at 35 HP. So I kind of just want to get my 60% off with E-Speed, let Entei go down, and then I think he's in range of Bullet Punch Metagross. He is. He is in range of Bullet Punch Metagross. Yep. So I don't even have to take the hit here with Metagross. So I can just Bullet Punch for free, and he pretty much sacks. Actually, if he gives me Alakazam, I think I just win the game with Metagross. I think I just straight up win the game with Metagross. So we're fine on that front. Insert Metagross here. We click Bullet Punch, and that's kind of the game. That's kind of it. I don't see how he wins this. Because nothing wants to take a Bullet Punch. His physical defense right now is Absol. So we'll just Bullet Punch, get rid of this thing. If he goes hard into Absol, I 2-hit KO it. And if he goes hard into Comfey, it's a Comfey. He's going to withdraw. I think I just cleaned the game with Bullet Punch here. I don't see how. Miss Murder. Yeah, I think I win the game here now. Just because he gave me Absol. Which was like the one thing that could take one Bullet Punch and threaten me. I guess a Skukucker Punch would be scary. Absol. Yeah, a Sucker Punch would be scary. Okay. So I'm not gonna lose my Metagross to this. I would rather lose Diff than lose my Metagross here. As I can just go into Sam. Yep, I can go into Sam, and it gives me the best positioning possible. Because if I go into Scrooge, and I kill the Absol, then Alakazam comes in, and I have to sack another Pokemon. At least with Torn, I might be able to preserve this 4-0. By clicking U-turn here. Yep, we preserve the 4-0 by clicking U-turn here. So we're absolutely fine on that front. Torn is really good when it's not clicking flying type moves. It's really good when it's clicking U-turn. This one's really fucking good when it clicks U-turn. Sucker Punch, we'll eat this up. Absolutely chewed because you're an Absol. Get rid of the Absol, go back to Metagross, and just spam Bullet Punch till the cows come home. And I think that has us on wrap, boys. Yeah, I don't see how JB wins this. I really don't. Does Bullet Punch 2-hit KO Comfey? I assume it does. Why does Bullet Punch not 2-hit KO Comfey, but it 2-hit KOs Alakazam? Can someone explain that to me? Why does that... That doesn't even make sense. Why does Bullet Punch from Metagross not 2-hit KO the Fairy type, but it 2-hit KOs the Alakazam? Like, what? Come on now. Fine. So against Comfey, I have to Meteor Mash. But, like, I guess if I miss Meteor Mash and he Thunder Waves me... I don't know. I don't know. Your Metagross check is Comfey, so I don't see. Oh, and you're poison, and you're taking rocks. So yeah. This kills after rocks. Actually, this is a roll to kill after rocks. So, bonk. He needs me to miss and then crit me like 85 times. I think is how he wins this game. And then even then, nope, Draining Kiss. This isn't gonna move the health bar at all. Yeah, that did what? 9 points of damage. Yeah, it did 9 points of damage. And now you take a Meteor Mash to the face, from a face, in the face, bonk in the nose, and now we win the game. So that's GG to my boy JB. We get the attack boost just to rub it in a little bit more. Yeah, that's GG to my boy JB. Really clean game. I'm really happy that it was a really clean game, because this season, if you guys haven't watched, week 1, then I crit D-Ray, which sucked. I still don't feel bad about it, but still sucked. And then last weekend's Jorge was just a fuck fest. So I'm really happy we had a nice clean game here against my boy JB. Yeah, really shocked there's no Darmanitan or Rillaboom, and instead we saw him on top of Absol. But yeah, make sure you guys go check out JB. He is a really good content creator. He plays a lot of draft just like me, and he's a very entertaining guy. I really love watching JB stuff. So GG to JB. Next week, I keep saying it's Shadow Stitch because I don't know how to read, but I think this time it's Shadow Stitch we play next week, but I'm not sure. So GG's to JB, make sure you guys go check him out. I wouldn't. It says underneath the title name is I wouldn't, but I would. Go check out JB. If you guys enjoyed today's Wi-Fi battle, please hit the like button and subscribe button if you guys are new here. And until next time, my name is Kurt, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I'm out.